but that one was the one, but it was for the wrong, it had the wrong result. It made him a very, very dangerous man. And, you know, you could see how intense he was on wanting to go out there. And even when he was throwing in early in the fight, when he was throwing counter punches, I've never seen him throw with that kind of, like Mike Tyson used to say, bad intention.
Any kind of success or any kind of result, especially after that performance. Usyk's getting better and better. He just improves every time he fights, and now he's bigger and thicker set, 20 pound heavier tonight than what he was when he beat Usyk.
In his latest training footage, Usyk looks nothing short of phenomenal, unlike anyone else in the sport. His training methods are unconventional and highly distinctive, designed to enhance his vision to a near-superhuman degree. It's as if he can anticipate punches before they are even thrown. Every movement he makes is precise, deliberate, and almost surreal. This rare and refined approach to training is exactly what makes him so elusive in the ring, and why no opponent ever finds it easy to break him down. Many questioned Usyk's toughness and doubted whether he could continue to dominate against younger, more powerful heavyweights. Heading into his rematch with Daniel Dubois, the pressure was on. But rather than showing signs of doubt, Usyk put on a clinic that silenced his critics. His timing, movement, and poise were on a different level from start to finish. As Russ Samber noted, Usyk entered this fight with a point to prove, and he proved it emphatically. He dictated the pace, broke Dubois down with surgical precision, and reminded the world that his skill set is still among the best in boxing. This wasn't just a victory, it was a powerful message that Usyk remains the man to beat in the heavyweight division.
I was surprised. Yeah. I was surprised because I had never seen him so intent on wanting to knock somebody out. You know, like it's the quickest knockout he scored, I think, in his professional career.
Yes,
I'd
even
have
at
to look
cruiserweight.
Yeah, I'd have to look to be sure, but you know, it's the quickest knockout he scored. He was a man on a mission.
Yeah.
He was really personally hurt and offended by the remarks made by Team Dubois, by George Fox, Don Charles' son, by Don himself. I think the straw that broke the camel's back was questioning Usyk's faith.
Yes.
Now you could question a lot. You can question his skill, question boxing, or whatever you want. Questioning his faith, bro.
Yeah.
That was something that really hit a chord, and you don't often, you know, Tyson Fury couldn't get to
he tried every head game in the book.
But that one was the one, but it was for the wrong, it had the wrong result. It made him a very, very dangerous man. And, you know, you could see how intense he was on wanting to go out there. And even when he was throwing in early in the fight, when he was throwing counter punches, I've never seen him throw with that kind of, like Mike Tyson used to say, bad intentions.
Yeah, bad intentions, yeah.
He was throwing with bad intentions, yeah.
Usyk's greatness extends far beyond the ring. At the height of his boxing career, he made the courageous choice to defend his country when war erupted in Ukraine. While many in his position might have chosen safety, Usyk stepped up to serve, demonstrating not just the heart of a champion, but the spirit of a true patriot. This act of selflessness earned him deep admiration in his homeland and around the world. Once dismissed or underestimated by some British fighters and fans, Usyk has now risen to global recognition as a once-in-a-generation talent. He never asked for respect. He earned it through both his actions and his unwavering heart.
Usyk's involvement in the war began when he enlisted in the Ukrainian Territorial Defense Forces after the Russian invasion. His decision to fight for Ukraine has had a profound impact on the country, making him a symbol of hope and resistance. Usyk's presence on the front lines has boosted the morale of the Ukrainian military and civilian population alike. So this man kept his heavyweight championship, continued to be heavyweight champion, no losses, nothing on his record, and still went and defended his country during war. Given that, you gotta give him the greatest heavyweight fighter of all time. his accolades inside the ring match it. But now that I find this out, that the man was in the front line, and they said that even after the Fury fight, he was keeping in contact with the soldiers, and he was, boosting the morale and boosting his countrymen and raising money for the war. Regardless of the politics, whether the war should be going on or not and who should be killing who, it don't matter. The man went to war.
Carl Froch has openly recognized Usyk's steady rise to dominance. With each performance, Usyk looks more polished, physically stronger, and even more tactically brilliant. Froch pointed out that someone like Joseph Parker wouldn't pose a serious threat, especially given Parker's past defeats and flaws, especially when stacked against a fighter of Usyk's caliber. Froch even went as far as suggesting that Usyk might consider retirement soon, given everything he's already accomplished. He's conquered multiple weight classes, defended his belts, and cemented his place as the best of his generation. Taking on a fighter like Moses wouldn't enhance his legacy, it would only be another name on the list. Frocher's opinion echoes what many believe. Usyk has already proven everything he needs to.
Heavier tonight than what he was when he beat Fury, which I said earlier. He just looks like a big solid heavyweight, big solid dangerous heavyweight, but I'd like to see him retire. He's 38 years old. Eventually it's going to catch up with him, the age, and there's nothing left to do. He's made an absolute fortune, and he don't need it anymore. He's done it. He's clocked it. He's completed it. It's like he's got the cheat code, and it's like it's not fair on everybody else. So I'd like to see Usyk retire. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see him fight next. Somebody like Moses Atoma, I just don't think is going to be ready. I think if you're managing Moses, you need to take your time with him. You can't be chucking him in there. People say, yeah, chuck him in there with him, fight him, see how he goes. If he gets beat, he's lost to Usyk, but it could destroy his soul. It could take away that young, promising prospect that Atoma is. He could have a good future, and to fight somebody like Usyk now, if he got wiped out and got disheartened, it could be the end of his career. So I just think Usyk now, really, nobody can say anything to Usyk if he retires now after that win. He's done everything there is to do. Fury twice, AJ twice, now Dubois twice. There's nobody else left to beat. He's done it. Usyk should just hang the gloves up. He's been a fantastic addition to the heavyweight division since coming up from cruiserweight. He's been absolutely brilliant, and what he did tonight against Dubois was nothing short of just, he made it look easy. And I don't want to disrespect Daniel Dubois, but he just made it look easy, and he does make rounds look easy, doesn't he? Whoever is in with, whether he's in with Tyson Fury, whether he's in with AJ, he makes it look easy.
Joseph Parker's name continues to surface as a possible opponent for Usyk, but few see it as a serious challenge. The general consensus is that, based on styles and levels of experience, it would be a one-sided affair. Oladipo proposed a different angle, suggesting a rematch with Derek Chisora, but his reasoning leaned more toward entertainment than competition. Chisora, known for his gritty fighting style, wild energy, and unpredictable promotion tactics, has a way of turning any fight into a spectacle. Still, when it comes to actual in-ring threat, neither Parker nor Chisora appears capable of testing Usyk at this stage. In his current form, Usyk seems levels above both.
Then, well, here it is. Here's your world title shot. You're going to fight for a world title, right? But if you're Joseph Parker, and I spoke to Andy Lee, it isn't just a case of fighting for a world title. You want to fight the number one for the world title, and that guy is Oleksandr Usyk. So, yeah, there must be loads of conversations going on right now. Loads of conversations. I did say this the other day, and I don't know, sometimes I'm like, when I was in the ring and I was interviewing Oleksandr Usyk, I was desperate because of my love for Joseph Parker. I was desperate for Joseph Parker to get, I know he got in the ring after, but I'm talking about on the zone. So whilst everyone is still in the stadium and everyone's still tuned in, I was desperate for him to kind of just jump in the ring. I was desperate for him to do it. Chisora was trying to do. So Chisora knows how to play the game, and as much as people are like, what's Chisora doing? Chisora won't get the fight, but that's kind of what you got to do. And I know people are like, well, 1 second, it's not like that. It's rankings. Well, no, it's not though, is it? Because again, Oleksandr Usyk can vacate the belt. He can say no. You have to kind of do what Daniel Dubois did last time. Daniel Dubois, rightly or wrongly, got in the ring, pissed Usyk off. Usyk's like, okay, we'll if this is what you're doing, dude, we'll fight. And I felt like there was a time where I wanted Joseph Parker to almost nudge me, and I'm telling you now, we're kind of told not to give the mic. I don't know if you see, I always hold on to the mic. I would have given Joseph Parker the mic, and I would like Joseph Parker, because there's a mean side to Joseph Parker. I think everyone sees the friendly side. I've seen the mean side, and I wanted Joseph Parker to say, I want my shot. You've been ducking me. All these things might not be true, but do it. Sell it. The crowd would have gone a bit wild, right? Because I think a lot of the crowd want Joseph Parker to get his shot, but that's not what happened. And all of a sudden, you're seeing Jake Paul in the ring doing a face-off. You're seeing all these, and I'm like, where's Joseph Parker? Where are you, Joseph?